Appreciate it. My bad, bro. You can hear me now? What's good with y'all, though? What's good? 804, what's good with you, bro? Shit, tapping in with y'all real quick, man. I gotta wait for something to open up, man. 10:30, man. I gotta dip out, y'all. What y'all got going on, though, man? Can everybody hear me right now? Is the audio good? Okay. Yeah, I ain't doing shit, man. Okay. Gotta get right. I gotta get right, 804, man. I be so goddamn busy, man. That's the next thing on the agenda list, though. That's a lot. But, what y'all got going on, though, man? A whole lot going on, man. I want y'all to keep it a band with me, for real, man. You know what I mean? I was trying to wait for some people to get in here. But I wanted y'all to keep it a band with me, for real, man. About these goddamn, the stories from the can. That's the opinion I want, for real. I need to know the truth. Y'all rocking with that, man? Y'all rocking with the stories from the can, man? I need to stop it, man. Like, to be honest with y'all, though, like, appreciate that, Brian. Appreciate you, my guy. Real talk. Appreciate you, Brian, man. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, though, man, like some people complain about the stories from the can, and I didn't expect for the views to be like how my views be when I do my stories. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but at the same time, though, like, I just really want to know, am I wasting my time? You know what I mean? Like, y'all can keep it 100 with me, man. Like, I can take destructive criticism. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm not gaining nothing off the stories from the can. You know what I mean? I'm not really gaining nothing. I'm just trying to get those guys, you know what I mean? People that's familiar with what I'm doing from being in there. Like, I'm just trying to get them a voice. You know what I mean? Make sure they can get their stuff off. You know what I mean? Like, their stories ain't gonna be as detailed and put together as mine's, because I'm in the free world. Like, I got time to do it. Like, you know, we going off just strictly wall phone. You know what I mean? Like, the guys I'm talking to, those guys can't get no cell phones and stuff, man. Like, you know, I know y'all think that'll be the easier way, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, those guys that I'm doing stories with, those are guys that was like maniacs back in the day, like they like 20 years in, 20 plus. You know what I mean? Like, they trying to get out. Like, they whole thing now is to get out. They trying to do whatever to get out. And that's what dudes do usually when they get down that many years. You know what I mean? Like, they trying to get out the game. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, if I was in penitentiary and if I was still in penitentiary from when I got locked up, I'd have been down 25 years. Now, you think I'd have still been running around trying to be a psycho and make plays and do all that 25 years in? Shh. Hell no. Like, you outgrow everything, man. You outgrow everything. You know what I mean? Like, those guys, they trying to get to the crib, man. They trying to make parole. They trying to get clemencies. Like, they trying to do everything to get out now, because that's what it's about. Niggas want to get out. They been in there too long. So they can't risk getting a cell phone and do all that. You know what I mean? So I just felt like if I give y'all that raw footage, pause, you know what I mean, on some, that's off the wall phone game. Like, dudes still putting in good work. You know, it can be better. I understand. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, they just getting familiar to, you know, I try to school them to how it go. You know what I mean? But, like, you know, it's going to take time. But I just kind of wanted to know, you know what I mean? 804 said he rocked with the first story with Divine. Facts. Like, Divine, good money. You know what I mean? Like, you can kind of, it's sad, 804, man, because, like, bro, these niggas, bro, goddamn, like, they got perfect talent for this shit, bro. Like, these niggas will come out and get on YouTube and blow up, bro, because, like, they got 20-some years of stories, bro. Like, the dude Divine, like, he giving us, like, he basically broke down to me, and I be telling him the feedback from the comments and all that shit. You know what I mean? I be telling him the feedback from the comments, but I told him, like, I was like, yo, a lot of people was commenting on kind of like how you robbed the white dude, and you know what I mean? He was like, nah, like, you know, like, you gotta understand, like people gonna be wolves and prey on whoever they gotta prey on. Like, you know, he did what he had to do, but he got stories about black people getting robbed. You know what I mean? So, like, he just wanted y'all to know, like, it wasn't like he was discriminating, like, just kind of like a white person and all that. Like, but you know, them people in the mountains, like, when he told that story, he's in a place where there's really no movement. There's nothing you can do. Just like how he explained in the story. And, like, you know, like, to pull that off is hard. You know what I mean? So that's what made the story good to me. You know what I mean? Brian Knowles said, do the parole board be harder on people to not let them make parole and get out? Like, they look at a lot of stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, the parole board ain't nothing like out here. It ain't nothing like how it is probably on the West Coast and maybe on I think the East Coast got parole. Like, certain places, like, going for parole be good things. Out here in Virginia, like, they will like drag you. You know what I mean? Like, no dudes, they took dudes years. Like, they'll make you do 20 years, 30 years, like, before you make parole. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, like, it's all about who you know. It's all about what you're doing. That's why I be telling y'all in my stories, when I'm in the go home pod, like, that pod, they had old heads in there that already been down like 20 years, something like how Rudy and them is now. You know what I mean? They've been down for a minute. And they goddamn had programs. Like, they was letting them teach classes of reentry type of classes, like dudes like us that's about to go home. So when they go off for parole, that looks good for them when they go off for parole, you feel me? So, like, it depends what you're doing. Like, they look at all type of stuff, what you're doing now. They already know probably in your past you got a bad record, you did this back in the day. They know all that already. They trying to really make a decision. Can you survive out here? Because a lot of dudes come home from parole and fumble. You know what I mean? Like, it's dudes that has came out on parole and stayed out. But a lot of dudes, man, like, you'll think, man, after you do 20 some years, how the hell you gonna want to go back to that place? You got people to do it, bro. You know what I mean? Damn, my bad, y'all. I wish I could invest and get my bros a cell phone. That'll be a lot. But them niggas on go home time, man. So, like, for the time being now, we just gonna get raw footage, man. But, like, if y'all ain't feeling it, you know what I mean? I'll let it go. I was just trying to help people out, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, how you doing, Teresa? About the grass will stand out the way merch. That's a lot, bro. I got you, bro. Even if you want the Grand Theft Auto stand out the way merch, it's not on my website yet. That's not on my website. But if you order any shirt, and email me and tell me you want the Grand Theft, I'll make the Grand Theft happen for you. Brian say, appreciate you again, Brian. Brian say, so if they give you 15 years with the chance of parole, they're going to make you do 90% of your time before you can see the parole board. Nah, look, it's different in Virginia, bro, because like, I was under new law. They got new and the old law. The old law is the dudes that can go for parole. Those are all the dudes that that went to prison before 1997. You know what I mean? In 1997, they created 85% in Virginia, which means you got to do 85% of your time, which means you don't go off for parole. So if you catch 30 years, you're going to do 27, 26. You know what I mean? You're going to do 85%. The dudes that failed before 1997, they get to go off for parole. So it ain't a whole lot. You're not meeting a lot of people that got 15 years under the old law. Like, everybody that's under the old law, I told you how far I go back to 97. So, like, those dudes got numbers. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, if they got 80 years, like, they probably got to do 25, 30 of that before them people get on parole, bro. They not giving parole up easy. You know what I mean? That shit they don't get that shit out like that, bro. Jeremiah Brown said, do you have any stories about popcorn? Popcorn just he in a lot of different stories, bro. You know what I mean? Popcorn, when I met Popcorn, man, Popcorn was just one of them, man, for real. Popcorn crazy as a bitch, man, because Popcorn showed me his photo book, man, when he was young and, like, he was a young ox. You know what I mean? Like, back at the wall, when he was in the wall prison in Richmond. Man, Popcorn, big ass head. Diesel is a bitch, goddamn, look like he'll whoop your ass. But when I met him, he kind of like, he older now. You know what I mean? So Popcorn that rock with my homeboy, like, super crazy. So that's how I get cool with Popcorn. He just one of them dudes in the pod, man. Cool as a bitch. Look out for you if he rock with you. You know what I mean? Sell the breakdown work. You know what I mean? He always trying to do that. That's a lot. I remember, man, hey, look, this word. I remember, it's crazy you bring it up about Popcorn, because I remember when Popcorn got tore off with the weed, man. I got a quick story for y'all. This shit was nuts. Hey, it was funny, but it wasn't funny, man. But he got tore off with the weed, man. That shit was unbelievable, man. But This nigga Popcorn got down. Like I say, he always wanna like that's what he do. You know what I mean? He don't mind doing it because, I think he gets the thrill of like getting the chance like to drag people like, you know what I mean? He old school, so like, he can't get the package. He don't really know nobody who can bring him the package. So like if he rock with you or you rock with him, like majority of the time, like if I'm trying to get some food, you know what I mean? I got tobacco or I got some weed, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give Popcorn a breakdown because Popcorn gonna sell to the whole building and the money gonna be straight. He just gonna get his cut. He gonna be able to smoke, you know what I mean? Goddamn, and he gonna be able to drag people. That's his whole thing. So this nigga Popcorn, I get him the feezies and shit, man. I get that nigga like 20 feezies. I get him like 20 feezies, man. Goddamn, Popcorn was the type of old head. He wrapped the feezies up, goddamn, on some old head shit. Like, we when we bag them junks up, we put them in like, we cut like little squares of paper. And then we put the feezy junks in there. You know what I mean? Goddamn, we'll put the junks in there and shit. Goddamn, Popcorn had like 20 of them shits all stacked up, like all nice and neat, plastic over it, in a bag. He's super rubber band, every goddamn thing. So he just keep it on him at all time. Because for one, the police don't really bother him. Like, they know he an old head. He the laundry man. You know what I mean? Police don't mess with him. So Popcorn got the feezies, man. He's selling the feezies. Everything going good. So something that happened, man. I don't know what that happened. But the police end up blitzing the pod. I don't know how they end up blitzing the pod, but all I know is we was in the cell and it was like fast. And they did it like kind of like as soon as we locked down. And like all the people in black was in there, the dogs was in there, everything was in that bitch. So I'm looking like, so they made everybody come downstairs. You know what I mean? They made everybody come downstairs and shit. So they did that so they can run the dog past us and shit. Then got down, run the dog upstairs and through the rooms and shit. So I'm like, damn, like I ain't dirty, so I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Me and my roommate ain't dirty, so we cooler. Popcorn. I'm thinking he's straight too, cause he a vet. You know what I mean? I'm thinking he's straight. So we downstairs and shit got down. I just look at Popcorn, man. That nigga just looking, he looking suspicious. This nigga looking suspicious as a bitch. This nigga goddamn standing there, goddamn bouncing and like he whistling. I'm looking at this nigga like, I double take. I'm like, this nigga Popcorn whistling over this bitch. Man, that nigga was whistling, bro. That's word, y'all. He was whistling, goddamn. I'm like, damn, what is he doing? So he just looking obvious to me. You know what I mean? I look back up. I see the Jack Bauer. He was our unit manager. He know Popcorn. You know what I mean? Jack Bauer is the white dude, Kelly. Goddamn, the only white unit manager on that joint. But man, this word, like he come in the joint. So they like kind of like they just looking around. And then for some reason, man, I don't know what made them do it. Nigga were like, everybody was just went to Popcorn. So Popcorn like, what I do? They put him on the table and shit. They're like, stay still, Popcorn. They start patting him down. Boom, 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 boom. They get down to Popcorn leg. They get down to his leg and hit the jump. I heard the guy there, Jack Bauer was like, no, Popcorn. Then like he was disappointed, like, no, he went in his leg. He was like, nigga pulled the weed out. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, damn. I felt bad because it was my marijuana, man, and like, you know what I mean? He went down, like, but that shit was, like, I'm talking about, man, when I say they was so disappointed in Popcorn just, but the whole joke of this shit is when he went to the hole, everybody was like, man, Popcorn was down that bitch looking obvious as a bitch. He's supposed to be a veteran. He down that bitch tapping his feet and like moving and looking dumb as a bitch. I said, man, Popcorn wild, but they end up, he went to the hole. He did, man, this is my word though. Popcorn did like, you would think they'll probably ship them, but it won't like a bulk of weed like Popcorn. They know that won't Popcorn shit. They definitely know that. You know what I mean? Popcorn just selling this shit. So Popcorn ain't tell. He ain't telling nobody either. Nobody went down, you know what I mean? But what people was mad, what people was like kind of shaky on, that they brought him, he did like 25 days. Then they bring him right back to our pod, right back to 33 pod. So he come back to the pod and got down like, you know, everybody was like, damn, what the fuck, Popcorn? How the hell you come back to this damn pod, Popcorn? He like, shit, and let me out. Like, damn. So like, you know, he ain't the laundry man no more. So he was on regular time for a minute. And like, you know, after a while, like, it was like, you know, I get about I gave about another 2-3 months, man. Kind of like he was back to normal popcorn. You know what I mean? But that shit with Craig Popcorn got tore off, but he came right back to our pod. You know what I mean? Well, Popcorn ain't the police, man. Popcorn good peoples, man. Real talk, man. I've been told people to tell him to get in contact with me, man. I think he's still in Lawrenceville. You know what I mean? But I fuck with Popcorn. Popcorn know me. Damn, when I was talking, people were talking crazy. OG, what's goody? What you doing? You always say that, OG, man. I remind people, a lot of people. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I don't want to say your name wrong. Lara. Laura. That's Laura. I thought it was something else, but how you doing? Yeah, man. I'm just kicking it with y'all right quick, man. I got to dip out in a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm just tapping in, man. You know what I mean? We about to get to another week of bangers. Y'all already know that. Get to another week of bangers, man. Starting tomorrow. Y'all know the count. What's good with you, bro? See money, what's good? I ain't doing shit, man. Hey, look, and somebody had reached out to me like, man, talk about the Lakers jank, man. I'm like, man, because I'm not a Laker fan. But, you know, the Lakers, man, people, y'all watch the sports shit. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Like, the Lakers just, that shit won't, like, I fuck with Bron. You know what I mean? Dunhart. Bron is my generation GOAT. You know what I mean? Because I watched his whole career with my own two eyes, every year of it. But, yeah, but, you know, they kind of had high expectations from how they had look at the end of the season. You know what I mean? At the end of the season, they won like 11 of their last 13 or something like that. So they had a good record going in to the playoffs with Luka. But if y'all look at it, like people slept on Minnesota after, you know, Cat left and all that shit. But if you look at it, goddamn, Minnesota match up with the Lakers. Like if y'all didn't recognize, I started recognizing it. Because if you look at it, like, you got to understand, LeBron, he really don't be guarding like strong threes and strong fours, and like he don't really got to guard those type of people all the time. LeBron rather float out on the perimeter, you know, like play back, play the reserve part, come through, block your shot from the back. Like that's what LeBron do. He can play defense though, but like he had to check Julius Randle. You know what I mean? That was a different animal. Y'all already know Julius Randle ain't shooting no threes. That nigga going to the rack. It's going to be a lot of physical play, and you already know what time it is. And I think he kind of wore LeBron down, man. Like, LeBron couldn't be who he was on offense because of that reason right there. Now, don't get me wrong. J.J. Redick get a lot of the blame, too, because, you know, being a first-year coach, you know, getting Luka in the middle of the season, he definitely has a year or two past because of that reason. But at the same time, though, like, he didn't play no big men that game or the game before that. Like, he had Connect on the bench. Why wasn't Connect playing? Like, you didn't give Connect no playing time. You didn't play Jackson Hayes. Like, he didn't want to play no big man. He tried to go with the small lineup with LeBron at the 4, and it bit him in his butt, man. You know what I mean? And I rock with J.J. Redick, too. You know J.J. Redick from Virginia. He from Roanoke, Virginia. So I followed his whole career. But, like, for real, though, like, blame goes all around. You can look at Luka and be like, you know, he wasn't in shape and all that. Luka is a foreign player. Y'all go look at Tony. Go back and Google Tony Kukoc if y'all don't know Tony Kukoc. Google him. Huh? Hey, hold on right quick, y'all. What you say? Hey, but nah, look. Y'all go Google Tony Kukoc. Go back and look at Dirk Nowitzki. Go back and look at Shavakic. I think that's his name. Used to play with Sacramento. You know what I mean? Go back and look at all those foreign players. None of those players never was in great shape. But they in shape to play basketball. That's what they in shape for. Luka just can't really play defense. Like, you have players like that all the time in the NBA that was good. Black players that's good on offense, but they defense shaky. Like, you can say the same thing. They used to say the same thing about Allen Iverson. He had a lot of offense, but he couldn't really play defense. But he played defense. Luka plays defense. It's just in the playoffs, man. Y'all gotta understand. People, they coach like they got four. Like they playing each other for a lot of games. It's 7 games if it can make it there. But like you'll lose a game, you'll be like, damn. If we switch off and run the pick and roll and let somebody switch off on Luka, like he's a liability. We can. That's what they did. Luka did the same thing last year with Dallas when they played Minnesota, and he was punishing goddamn Gobert. If y'all remember that, he did the same thing. They matched up perfectly. They would run the pick and roll. They found out that Gobert was the liability on defense. He was the defensive player of the year. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like he couldn't check Luka one-on-one. So that was the defensive matchup. Like they did the same thing to the Lakers, man. They made them uncomfortable. And the Lakers, they actually match up with the Lakers. Look how many big players that Minnesota got. Gobert, Randall, Niles Reed. You know what I mean? Like, they got a lot of dudes. They got a lot of scores. The dude Walker come off the bench. You know what I mean? They got Ant. You know what I mean? They have an alpha dog of an offensive player. We got to give Ant his flowers. That man been balling back-to-back years. You know what I mean? He sent Durant and Booker home. You know what I mean? He come back this year and sent goddamn LeBron home. And then the year before that, last year he sent Booker and Durant home, and he sent the Joker and Murray home last year. You know what I mean? Y'all know Luka beat him in the Western Conference. But this year he sent LeBron and Luka home. That young boy, hey bro, he a baller. He a baller, man. You gotta give him his credit, man. And I like his game. You know what I mean? He don't got no problem shooting. He don't got no problem being physical. He gonna talk junk. You know what I mean? He play defense. Like, he got an all-around Michael Jordan kind of game. So I rock with Ant, man. Now, that's what I thought about the Lakers. Like, I never was one. I ain't take no bets on that series. I bet it with Denver against the Clippers. That's what I bet it with. I bet it on that series. But I never really thought that Minnesota really was going to beat the Lakers, though. That's what I really thought. I was like, damn, like LeBron and Luka just going to black out. Now, we can't leave Austin Reeves out of this conversation either, because he didn't do nothing the last 2 games, if you ask me. Like, they needed him to be like 28 points, 27 points. Make up for that slack, because, LeBron is doing a lot on both sides of the ball. He didn't make up for the slack. He didn't hit a lot of threes. He didn't really have a good game. So that's what made them not playing a big man look bad to J.J. Redick, because they relied on the perimeter game that never came through. You know what I mean? So, the Lakers going to be all right, man. Like, my final opinion on this is, the Lakers got a lot to think about. You know what I mean? They got a lot to think about, because LeBron got a $51 million player option, 1-year player option. He got 50. So if he plays for the Lakers next season, it's going to be for $51 million. Now, will LeBron take a pay cut to play with Luka one more time? It kind of like is his only option, if you look at it. But knowing LeBron, he's going to stay with the Lakers. But, man, a lot of people thinking he's going to leave and go somewhere else. Like, I don't really think so. You know what I mean? Like, where else could he go? It's a few places, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't really see LeBron nowhere else. I think they should work around the Lakers and just keep that Laker team, you know what I mean? Keep that Laker team right. I don't think they should try to break that up, man. You know what I mean? I don't know how y'all feeling. He could go to the Warriors. That's a fact. You know what I mean? But LeBron, Draymond, Butler, Curry, that's a lot of shit, man. I don't know, bro. Like, where LeBron gonna fit in and all that shit? You already know Draymond Green like to bring the ball down just as much as any damn body. Butler want the ball in the post. Curry want the ball if he open on 3. Where LeBron fit in that, bro? They gonna be looking like an old man, man. He gonna be looking like Jordan and Washington down that bitch. Nah, man. He gotta go somewhere where he can still be like one of those players. You know what I mean? One of those players, man. I know what they talk about, and I'm gonna tell y'all know I'm a Spurs fan, goddammit. And I'm a diehard Spurs fan. Let me tell y'all this. I'm a diehard Spurs fan. Been a Spurs fan not my whole life, but since I was young. I was one of the only dudes in penitentiary on Lawrenceville and all my prisons that will bet with Tim Duncan. You know what I mean? I'm a Spurs fan. That's what I did. So we did all right. You know what I mean? We picked up Fox. Fox left Sacramento, came and rocked with us. We needed a point guard. So we got a point guard now that somebody broke the trend of saying, we want to go to San Antonio, man. Because don't nobody even want to come to us. You know what I mean? So now Fox did it. You know what I mean? I'm happy about that. We got Fox, he our point guard. Wemby get hurt. We like, you know what? We're going to shut Fox down too to try to get a good draft pick, which makes sense. We getting ready for next season. Then I wake up the other day to see that Popovich step down. Rock with Popovich, man. You know what I mean? Like, he was a good coach for years. But, you know, after, like, you know, like, I started, after Kawhi left, like, I started seeing that, you know, how he tried to get a team together. Like, you can't do it the old school way. You can't do it the old school way. Like, you think you're just going to draft a Tim Duncan and you're going to draft a Ginobili and you're going to draft a Parker and all these good role players that fit in with these type of players, and you're going to get to the championship. Nah, you can't do that no more, man. People are player hopping. People going to play with a team they know they can win with. Period, man. So, like, he thought the old school way, man. I rock with him. He's the best coach of all time, in my opinion. You could put Phil Jackson up there than him, but it's between them two. You know what I mean? So, like, I respect what he did, but I'm happy to hear that he stepped down. We need new leadership. We need to get with the new generation, get relevant in a different way. We can't go with the old school San Antonio way that they've been doing for the last 20 some years. So now we got a good draft pick coming up. You know what I mean? And they talking about Giannis might want to come down there and play with us. Now I know y'all thinking well about this, but I'm telling y'all, man, I'm an insider when it comes to this sports talk. They saying Giannis might come down there and mess with us, man. Real talk. Giannis come down there. Giannis and Wemby and Fox. He don't want to stay in Milwaukee. That's for damn sure. And where would he fit in at in Golden State, like people be saying? And where would he fit in at with the Lakers? Like, where would he go? There's really no other place to go. Lakers, no. Golden State, no. Dallas, no. Where else? Anywhere on the East Coast. Miami Heats, no. Hell no. He gonna have the same team he had in Milwaukee if he go to Miami. I mean, he got Bam and Hero, but that's still not enough, and y'all know it. It's not enough. The best place he can go, man, is to get around some young dudes, man. He'll still have the ball in his hand the way he like to do now. You know what I mean? The way he like to do now. Get the ball coast to coast. He'll still be able to do all that. But this time he has a 7-footer behind him cleaning his shots up. Somebody that he can kick the ball to that can shoot a three. You know what I mean? He got Fox right beside him. And we got a lot of players that we will have to probably give up for him. But we trying to build our team up, man. So don't be surprised. God damn it. I was the first to tell y'all, man. Spurs, we be there. We building up, though. It take time. You know, we had dynasties, then you fall. You know what I mean? So we building back up. We blame Jason Kidd. Stay with the Bucks, pick up some free agents, bro. But he ain't gonna win nothing with the Bucks, bro. I don't know if you looked up, bro. Ain't no Middleton down there no more. It ain't no Holiday down there no more, bro. Like, they got rid of a lot of role players, bro. Beasley was down there. They got rid of a lot of role players, bro. Like, good players. And since they have left the team, and I would say the main thing that really hurt them is when they lost Holiday. He was a point guard that played defense that really didn't care about scoring, but he can score. You know what I mean? That's what Giannis need. That shit didn't work. But once he left, everything fell down. Middleton got hurt. They never been back since. They just wasted 3 years of Giannis' careers, to be honest with you, man. Like, you think they pick up Damian Lillard? That should have worked. Nah. Damian Lillard, that man, is next season is in jeopardy. He hurt his Achilles in the playoffs, bro. You know what that means? Next season is in jeopardy. So if he do come back, it'll probably be next playoffs. If anything. So, like, they can't take that risk. The Lakers Milwaukee ain't gonna take that. I don't think Giannis gonna take that risk, man. Giannis gonna view his options. Believe that. You know what I mean? That where he go is gonna be the mystery. But he definitely gonna view his options, man. Chris, what's good with you, bro? Should retire? Nah, it's too early to retire, man. That man got a lot of basketball left. Pairing Giannis and Victor Wembanyama can create. Damn, that shit went by fast a bit. Pairing Giannis and Victor Wembanyama could create a formidable duo for the future. That's a fact, bro. Like, I'm just falling back because I was telling everybody, I was like, yo, because I had been, I follow all the Spurs, like YouTube and all that shit. I follow all that shit, Instagram, all that shit. So I had been heard the rumor about DeAndre Fox wanting to come to the Spurs before he even left. Like, they was already saying that his girl, she played in San Antonio on high school and college, I think. You know what I mean? So that's where his girl from. You know what I mean? So, like, I already heard the buzz. Like, he was like, yo, he might want to come play with Victor Wembanyama. And he was, I don't blame him, because for one, he gonna get paid out there. You know what I mean? For two, he get to play with somebody that he already knows is gonna be the next up in the NBA. Victor Wembanyama coming, man. He stayed healthy this whole season. That blood clock shit, man. You know what I mean? Like that shit. But thank God it's a weak junk. It's not a bad junk. You know what I mean? So, like, he was healthy this whole year. You know what I mean? He gonna continue to put on weight. Y'all remember Giannis was skinny. That's why I want Giannis to really get around him, because Giannis could school him. Because y'all remember when Giannis came in the league, Giannis was skinny as a bitch. He was skinny as hell. Rockets would trade Jalen Van Vliet for Giannis. 3-team trade, but he's not going to win. If they trade Jalen and Van Vliet to Houston to put Giannis and Shanzoon together, it's not enough, bro. And you know it. It's not enough, man. That shit is not. You're not beating Boston with that shit with Giannis and Shanzoon. Hell no. That, man. The Spurs have valuable draft capital, young players to offer. Facts. They got that. This what they got that, and they're gonna have Giannis. They're going to have Giannis telling them, like, yo, I need y'all to do this. Y'all going to get some players and draft capital. With Giannis telling them he want to go there, they're going to do it. They're going to do it, man. They're going to do the shit. I'm telling y'all, they're going to do it. You know what I mean? And for real, what can Milwaukee say if Giannis asks for that? He brought them their first championship in, 60 years? You can't be mad at Giannis, man. He did what he's supposed to do. They fired Budenholzer. They hired a bad coach in Doc Rivers. I rocked with Doc Rivers, but it didn't work. Doc Rivers shit didn't work. You traded Holiday. You let Holiday walk during free agency, man. He didn't get traded. They let him walk to Boston on free agency. They let him walk to Boston. I don't blame him to go to Boston. This before, like, he went to Boston, like, and Boston won a damn ring fucking with him. So y'all go to see Holiday got 2 rings. That shit crazy, man. That shit wild. But, you know, they can't be mad at Giannis if Giannis be like, yo, man, I'm trying to get the hell out of here, man. I need y'all to do this for me. They can't be mad. Dame is not going to be ready next year. What they going to tell him? Them niggas picked up Kyle Kuzma, bro. Come on, man. Like, I would have rather kept Middleton. If they would have kept Middleton, they probably would have had a better chance in the playoffs, even though he kind of washed up a little bit. But if they would have kept Middleton would have done more than Kyle Kuzma, bum ass, man. Kyle Kuzma, bum. Kyle Kuzma deserved to be where he at, man. In Washington, man. Like, real talk. Nothing against Washington. Nothing against Washington. But Kyle Kuzma deserved to be there, man. Real talk, man. They rebuild starting the offseason. Facts. That nigga Giannis out of there, man. It's just where he gonna go. Johnson, Spurs, why not? They can win now and still have picks left. Facts, man. God damn it. I'm gonna tell you what else need to happen, John. Chris Paul ass need to go to the coaching staff. Real talk. I'm tired of seeing this old ass out there. I fuck with Chris Paul, but come on, man, you slowing our team up, man, with that old school ass, that old school point guard. They had that nigga starting over Castle. I don't know if you watching the Spurs. I got a young bull too. I forgot to mention him. We have Castle. He was the dude in the dunk contest. He was the dude in the rookie joint. Like, I know y'all seen him. He got the little braids. We drafted him from Connecticut. Monster, man. It need to be him and Fox in the damn backcourt, man, because he was coming off the bench. You know why? Because they want to start Chris Paul. Chris Paul, your time is over with, bro. You need to try to become the coach. Try to do a Jason Kidd, goddammit. You need to try to become the coach because it's time up. It's time up, man. We got a young team. Like, Fox is probably like the oldest dude on the team. You know what I mean? He ain't number like 26, 27. So, like, it's time for Chris Paul to roll, man. Like I say, Popovich stepped down, man. That's the first step, man, to show it. Like, we heading into new greatness, man. We got a whole new storybook coming ahead of us, man. So, I'm just telling y'all, I'm the first to let y'all know, man. Like, I rock with them Spurs, man. You know what I mean? I rock with them Spurs. You can ask me any question. I can tell you any starting lineup from when I'm watching it. You know what I mean? I can take it back to goddamn when it was before we drafted Tim Duncan. We had the starting lineup. I want to say David Robinson. We had David Robinson, Will Perdue, goddamn Sean Elliott, Avery Johnson at point guard, and Robert Del Negro at the 2 guard, man. I know the Spurs, man. I go back, man. Throwback game, man. You hear me? Throwback game, man. Hey, look, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That shit had hurt, man. That shit had hurt when y'all know That shit. Oh yeah. That shit that hurt when man, I was at Lawrenceville and I got damn bet, man. I bet the young boys love LeBron. They love LeBron. They love that nigga. They love him. You know what I mean? They Miami fans. You know what I mean? Man, this word. Kawhi coming into his I see who Kawhi gonna be. I saw that he was a nigga that played defense. Nobody plays defense on LeBron the way Kawhi plays defense on him. So I already saw the future. I'm like, man, we talking junk before we even get to the championship. All the young boys, they love Miami. I'm like, yo, listen, we make it there to the championship, bro. I like the Spurs niggas telling me like, oh, Weezy, look, they not beating D Wade, LeBron, Chris Bosh. This LeBron was back with Miami. I'm like, damn, man, I ain't scared of that shit, man. We bet whatever. I bet all the young boys on that shit, man. I bet all the young boys on that shit, man. This word. Good series. We beating them. We better than them. We were showing we was better than them, man. We had them niggas, man. Like, we had them niggas in game 6. We had them niggas in game 6, man. Them motherfuckers, we had them to the point where they damn near brought the champagne out, man. When I told y'all them young boys was sick at the TV, I was in that junk. I'm talking so much shit, I'm hoarse. I done lost my damn voice because I'm like, yo, nigga, I got another championship, nigga. Fuck y'all, nigga. It's over, nigga. Go get my money. This shit over with, nigga. Goddamn. I'm like, yeah. And I forgot. I think they fouled Kawhi. Kawhi go to the line, missed 2 free throws. I'm like, damn, I think we up 5 or some shit like that. Man, he missed 2 free throws, y'all. He missed the 2 free throws. I ain't too worried yet. It ain't up but like 22 seconds or some shit like that on the clock. The champagne sitting right there. Man, I look up, man. He missed the 2 free throws. They get the ball down court. LeBron go down court, lay the ball up fast shot. Then they come down, steal the ball. They steal the ball, man. The nigga Ray Allen tie the game up. I'm sitting there looking like, oh my God, man. Like, y'all don't understand how I was feeling. This was a crazy feeling right here because I just knew if these motherfuckers just blew a 6-point lead for all this money, I had probably like $300 out. And that's a lot of shit. We betting items. Like, we weren't betting like, yo, we gonna send street this. Like, nah, we was betting like, yo, I got $50, $50. I was betting like that. Man, I saw that shit, man. Ray Allen killed me, man. He tied that game up, man. I think we went back to the line, missed 2 more free throws. Or Ray Allen hit that last shot, and then they went up 1. It was one or the other, man. Either way, we blew game 6. We blew game 6, man. Goddamn. Went back to game 7. I already knew I was dead. That was when I woke up that day, y'all. It was on a Sunday. I woke up, man. I was like, damn. I have to pay out all this damn money. I was like, we're not beating LeBron in no damn game 7. I knew it. Because we had them. Like, that go to show you when you get somebody, when you have them, you got to take care of business because, like, we had no chance at a game 7 to win in game 7. We had no chance. I knew it. I knew we was going to come out stale. I knew Tim Duncan wasn't going to be the same Tim Duncan. I knew Tony Parker wasn't going to be the same Tony Parker. I knew Kawhi Leonard was going to struggle. He just had 3 great games. I'm like, man, I knew it wasn't going to work. I knew it, and it didn't. They beat us, man. And them young boys goddamn rolled the shit out of me, man. Word, man. Them niggas came. Them niggas was so hype. Them niggas was super hype. You hear me? I'm sitting there looking like, I'm in the room like, I don't even want to talk to niggas like, man, this shit crazy. Had to pay all that shit out. Had to go borrow shit. Send my man some bread. Hey, look, bro, let me borrow let me buy some food and dumbass items. If I could pay niggas, man, I owe like $300 out, man. I owe like 5, 6 niggas $50. That's word, man. I was sick. I ain't gonna lie, but the next year, y'all know we come back and take care of business. We beat the hell out there. I think we 4-2 them niggas. I think we 4-2 them niggas then. Kawhi Leonard got the finals MVP. You know what I mean? But the thing about that was, like, I think they knew I was gonna do that. They knew, so I didn't get as much bets, and a few dudes was gone. So the people that was in there really, they knew. They like, no, y'all gonna get them niggas this time. I know we is, because they ain't supposed to get us last time, and that's when we 4-2 them niggas and got another championship, man. But the Spurs history go back far, man. You know what I mean? That shit go back far, man. Like, it ain't a lot of us out here, man. I'm a Spurs fan, and I'm definitely going to see Wemby this year. He come to Washington. That's a lot. I missed him last year. He come to Washington this year. I got to go to that game. I got to see him up close, man. That man tall as hell. I got to get some footage of that guy. But what y'all got going, though, man? My bad, my bad. But yeah, if y'all haven't hit the subscribe button yet, man, I appreciate if y'all hit the subscribe button, man. You know, show a brother some love, man. You know, we trying to keep it going, man. Keep these prison stories going, man. You know, that's all, man. Support motivates me. I like when y'all, you know, like, you know, express y'all support, you know what I mean, and comments and all that shit. I read them all. It's getting to the point now, it's a lot of them. So I can't answer as much as I used to. Y'all, if y'all been noticing, I ain't been answering like every one of them now, because like it'd be a lot. You know what I mean? But you know, I try to get to them if I got time. So y'all keep reaching out. You know what I mean? Like we gotta work through everything, man. You know what I mean? Consistency is everything. I'm just gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep working, you know what I mean? And my time gonna come. You know? People say your subscribers going slow, bro. Like, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm blessed to be where I'm at. You know what I mean? Do I want more? Do I want a bigger audience? Damn right. I definitely do. You know what I mean? But you know, my time gonna come, man. God definitely got a plan for me, man. Like, you know, I'm blessed in a lot of ways, man. Like, I'm blessed to be somebody out here regular, man. That's, you know, I got a good life, man. Like, got a great life, man. Can't complain about nothing. Like, it's you know, like I look at some people that, you know, take their life for granted and, you know, go the other road and, you know, choose to do other things and end up in a situation they don't want to be in, man. Like, but you got to think about, like, you was just out here. You was just out here in the free world. You was just sitting in the car. You was just at your people's house. You was just probably in some poo-poo. You was smoking weed. You was moving. You was smoking your vape. You was over here. You was at the mall. You in the free world. You could do what you want. But when you risk when you risk the free world to go live in a maniac world, like, you gotta ask yourself, man, who's crazy, man? Like, I used to ask myself that, like, I really like, after being out here and shit, I'm like, damn, eat what I want, smoke what I want, do what I want, period. Like I risked all that back then when I was young to go there. Like, I was like, that was the dumbest shit ever. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, that was the dumbest shit ever, man. But you know, when you young, you make mistakes. And it took prison, like, it took going to prison for me to be able to see the balance. It's not nothing to balance. Like, out here is way better than in there. I'm being in there. I'm letting y'all know that now. Y'all already know that though. Y'all know that shit, man. Being in that shit, man, that shit. Like I said, I don't knock. People gotta do what they gotta do, man. You feel like you gotta risk yourself, like to go, you know what I mean? Like, to get to the bag, to go live in that damn place in that world. Man, shit. I'll never do it again, man. Hell no, man. So that's why I said I'm blessed, man, to be out here, to be a regular dude, to be blessed to be regular, man. You know, it ain't about keeping up with the Joneses, man. It's about just making sure you comfortable, man. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta learn that shit, man. Like you try to keep up with the Joneses, man. That make you have bad habits of doing dumb shit, y'all. And you don't want to do dumb shit. You know what I mean? You want to stay out here, be grounded, be out here with your peoples, man. Just live life. You know what I mean? Like, life is beautiful. Life is good, y'all. Like, life is great, man. Life is great, man. I wouldn't change it for the world, man. You know what I mean? I'm happily married, man. Like, I'm out here, like, chasing my dream now. I'm chasing something I love. You know, I'm getting love from people all around the world. Like, you know I'm doing the right thing. Like, it just feel good doing something that I know that's good and legit. You know what I mean? Like, it just feel good, man. You know what I mean? That's why I always tell guys, like, you can do it, man. You can do it. You can be legit, man, and be regular, man, and still be that guy. You know what I mean? You don't have to be the guy that's always, you know what I mean, showing that you're going to shoot somebody, want to shoot somebody. You want to hustle, you want to scam, you want to do this. Like, you got to get your bag how you going to get your bag. That's a fact. You got to get to the money. You can't be broke out here. But, like, you know, like, sometimes y'all have good runs and keep trying to be a pig. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been a pig if I was young and out here hustling back in the day, and I would have kept going till they caught me probably too. But, like, you talking to somebody that I'm giving you, like, I have experience. I've been there. I've been to the place. Like, now, if I knew what I knew then, I wouldn't have been the hustler that would try to get a long ass run till I get caught. No, I would have been the hustler. If I had the brain back then, I would have been the hustler that would got to a number that I want to get to. And then I'm out of there. You know what I mean? I'm out of there, man. You gotta know when to go. You gotta know when to go, man. You gotta know when to goddamn get the hell out of Dodge. And that's all it is. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be pigs about this shit, man. Like, God will give you signs. He'll show you that it's time, all that, man. And we'll still be stubborn and hard-headed. You gotta break out of that shit, man. Because we ain't hurting nobody but our peoples with that shit. When I got locked up, I ain't hurt nobody but my damn family, man. Real talk, man. That's what suffered the most. My mom, you know what I mean? People like that. My girl, everybody, like my brothers, like that shit hurt them to see, you know what I mean? Little bro go to prison for 18 years. You know what I mean? So like, y'all gotta tighten up out here, man. We gotta do better, man. We gotta make sure we doing the right thing, man, because you know, like being regular is cool, man. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell all the teenagers that shit. Like you don't gotta be that person that you see on the corner. You don't gotta be that person that you think out here shooting everybody. You don't gotta be that person to be cool. You don't, man. You don't, man. Life is about trying to goddamn profit a dollar. That's what this shit is about, man. You know what I mean? You goddamn trying to profit money the legit way. You trying to create a situation where you can make some money the legit way. You know what I mean? Because if you creating a situation to get money the street way, you already know where that's gonna land you at. You already know where it's gonna, you know what I mean? You already know the option for that. See, like I'm doing something where it, like the only option, another option for me is just to keep getting bigger at doing more of what I'm doing. It's not like a street option. Like, damn, the police got a chance of coming at me. The niggas want to rob me, can kick my house in. They can, you know, that got a chance of happening. That got a chance of happening when you regular too. But like, dudes going after people they know got cash on hand. You know what I mean? I don't even have cash. Like, I'm kind of done with cash, to be honest with y'all. I get cash when I need cash to buy weed, shit. Like, I don't really be having cash, man. So like just the regular life in general, man. It's just normal shit, man. Like, maybe dudes got to get older, man. Like, you know, everybody go through their young phase, and you know, like, you know, and then sometimes it takes fucking prison to build you up. It took prison to build me up to the man I am today. I don't regret doing that damn bid, man. Like, as far as becoming the man I am today, I regret getting in trouble. But I don't regret becoming the man I am doing that damn bid, because it made me who I am today, man. You know what I mean? And I'm a good dude. So like it took that, man, to shape and mold, man, the person I am today, man. Like, sometimes that's what guys need, man. You know what I mean? But you know, you got dudes that go to prison and still don't learn from prison. You got those dudes too. You know what I mean? I just can't gamble. I can't take the gamble no more, man. I don't want to go back to that bitch, man. Be standing in lines and walking goddamn single file line with niggas, and all us got on some old ass Jordan ass jeans and shit, man. Goddamn, man, I can't do that shit no more, man. Being in a cell, nigga right on top of me and shit on the top bunk game. You know what I mean? Psh, man, sitting on that cold steel ass toilet again. Psh, nah, man, hell no. Fuck, didn't even want to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know cutting out, y'all. Yeah, man, like I said, I don't give a damn. You was a janitor, man. Your life is free. You winning. You hear me? You winning out this bitch. Hold up, y'all. But yeah, man. Good talking to y'all as always. You vote Trump? Hell no. I ain't got no smoke with Trump though, but I ain't voting. Shit, bro, cooling, man. I gotta run in the quick, man. Goddamn. Go home, put that work in a lot. You know that? I ain't doing shit. Cooling. Regular shit. You know. Husband duties, yeah, man. I gotta go put some overtime in for real with these stories, because I'm about to go OT for a couple days. Goddamn. I'll be back though. It was a couple days, little quick jank. You know what I mean? But chilling though, bro. I'm about to dip out though, man. Y'all be easy, man. You hear me? Stay y'all ass out the way, man. I told y'all, man, being regular life, man. Looking at a regular guy. Got a regular walk and everything, look. Got a regular nigga, man. Regular is cool, man. Don't let nobody tell y'all nothing different, man. Y'all be easy. I'm holla back. Banger coming tomorrow.